Hi everybody. I just want to do a quick walkthrough of the camper before I start adding all my stuff into it. Going to be leaving to Florida, the Jacksonville, to see my daughter for Christmas. Going to leave either December 18th or 19th. Hi Amber. Hi Amy. So this is the back of my camper. It's 25 years old. It's a 1993 Damon Ultra Sport LE. It's a Class C. The reason for that circle there is because the previous owner had some kind of prongs sticking out of there. My brother had to bondo it and patch it up. So I'm looking for some kind of sticker or vinyl decal or something. I'm thinking of I don't know, Dreamcatcher, my logo, I don't know, to kind of cover that up. So back in 93, the color scheme that was very popular was blue and that kind of rose pink thing. Okay. So that's why this stripes looks like that. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Helen. Okay, so my brother added this little luggage carrier thing to the back. I don't know if you can see it well, the sun and the glare, but it's going to hold my generator that just came in. We're going to hook it up and put it in there and secure it. Hi, Laura. Hi, Kristen. It's a 4,000 watt generator, so it's a badass generator. Done a lot of research. We got it on eBay. No, I haven't come up with a name for my camper. You know, I don't know if you're not familiar with the camping world, RV world. Everybody names their rig, okay? So they call it like Gypsy Rose or Henry or whatever. So I had a name for my travel trailer that I got. It was going to be Blackbird. But after I had my stroke, my brother thought that the hooking and unhooking of a travel trailer to my car was going to be too much for me. So we decided that it would be better to sell it, which we sold it right away. Full asking price, no problem. It was really cute. It was newer, which was nice. But this one I'll be able to drive and not have to hook up anything. So we'll go around to the side here. We've done a lot of work on it. I think we got it, I don't know, around the end of September. These are the little stairs that I got on Amazon because the one that came with it is just not practical. It does fold up, and so it's secure enough for me and the dogs to get in and out of there safely. It was too high for just one step. I have the door open. The awning, we went to pull out the awning and it fell apart. And when we went to take it to the RV clinic, they couldn't get the awning fabric in time for us. So we're just going to wait till spring to replace the awning fabric up there. So it's got an awning that comes out for shade. This is the side. Oh yeah, let me show you this. So previous owner had, I guess, some artist airbrush this, I don't know, it looks like a bomber plane or something. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Put a chicken on it, I guess. I don't know. We had the window. There was a leak over here with this window, so we had that removed and redone. So the previous owner, I guess a tree or something had fell on that top section there, and he had that redone. But when we thought we were all done on the inside, we saw a leak on that little window up there coming in on the inside, so we had to recaulk it. The plywood was wet under the cushions, so we had to dry it out and do some work on it. Here's the, go around to the front end. I wish I could turn this horizontally, but it doesn't work on the Facebook Lives, you know, so you got to like stand back a little bit. So this is the front. It's a Ford E350 type of van. It's built on that type of chassis, and it does have a 460 engine, which is very powerful. I guess it's one of the best engines you can have. So I can get up, you know, like mountains and stuff like that a lot better. It's only, it's 20 foot, so it's small for a Class C. It's not like a 24, 26, 28 foot, which is good and bad. But with a little luggage thing on the back, it makes it 23 feet long. So I guess we can go inside. It's been very, I'm in Cincinnati at my brother's house, and it's been raining a lot. It's a lot of mud and stuff. My brother had to put gravel down there. I'm gonna be leaving soon. Okay, we'll get to this entranceway. Just so you know, there was 25-year-old gross carpet all in the camper. So we removed all the, well, my brother did. He removed all the carpet, and then we put this vinyl plank flooring down, which is so much better. Everything was oak. All the cabinets were oak. It had this outdated like wallpaper on all the walls. So all the white you see here that we painted, which took, by the way, 3 coats of paint, plus the primer that I put on it. And I painted all of the hardware, which was gold. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Christina. Thanks for joining. So I like satin nickel, you know, on stuff, and I don't like oak, so that had to go. So these are the walking in. You're going to walk right into the kitchen area. Oh, and got a new fire extinguisher. It was dated 1993 on the fire extinguisher, so my brother got a new one for me. Thank you, Amber. Thanks, Brianna. It was a lot of work. So now, there's not much to it. This is here is the cabinet for the, like, pantry stuff, which I have other things in it right now. I got some snacks, started to get some snacks in there. Peanut butter, it's a good staple. Thank you, Tammy. And these are solid wood cabinet fronts, which is very unusual for a camper, but because of its age, I guess they, you know, use better cabinetry. I'm going to step back here. This is a stove, and of course the microwave and the hood. This here tells you your battery and your tank information. So right now it says my propane is full and my battery is full, and these are my holding tanks. There's a gray tank and a black tank. Gray tank is your water that comes from your sink, taking a shower, that type of thing. Your black tank is your, where you go to the bathroom tank, the yucky tank. But I have it winterized. I had to do that because it's been getting down into the 20s at night, and if you don't have it winterized, which is basically antifreeze and all of your tanks and anything that with water, it can freeze up and bust your pipes. So I'm going to be going further south, so hopefully I won't have that problem. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. This here, this is nice. You don't always have that on the newer campers, is a cover. So this flips up, whoop, like this. I'll step back. And so it's got a 3-burner stove. It's a gas stove, so it works off of the propane. I used to cook a lot, you know, when I had people to cook for, but now that it's just me, I don't see myself doing too much cooking. But it's nice to have. It's got the microwave. The microwave only works, it takes 1100 watts. And you don't think of all these things when you're in a home. You just plug up stuff, use stuff, whatever. But when you're in your camper, you have your battery to work off if you don't have your generator. So you can only use the microwave if I have it hooked up to electric at a campsite or if I use my generator. All these cabinets, I even painted the inside of them. It's a lot of storage for a little camper. Of course, I would love to have more. This is my curtain rod. I'm making curtains for all of the windows. This is nice. This was left here. This is a cutting board, and it's also like a cover, so that gives you extra space, and it's made, you know, for that. Put in a new kitchen faucet. There was a leak from that. Here's some little bit of space under here. I like using boxes and stuff to hold things because when you're traveling, everything moves around. This is a good spot. I think this is going to be for my Instant Pot and, you know, pots and pans and stuff like that. I went and put contact paper in all of the cabinets. I always get my contact paper from Dollar Tree. I'm a Dollar Tree junkie. This is the bathroom right here where it has the mirror. I do have some pictures and decorations and things I'm going to do. So this is just a first look into it before I work and put all my stuff in it. I had things in storage I had to take out of the old camper, and we had to, like, you know, get everything out of here so that we can work on it. I know, right? Dollar Tree, I love it. Got new battery for my fire smoke alarm. This is one hack that I got from RV Interiors. There's a lot of Facebook groups that help you stay open. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to put my foot out there. But you take one of these things that's made for shoes. I don't know if you can see it. And I put it on the back of my door, and I have command strips to hold down the bottom so it doesn't flop around. And you can put stuff in here. So I'm going to put a lot of my bathroom stuff and everything in here. I cut it around that I painted too. So this is the bathroom. Now some of this, everything's supposed to be almond, which kind of gives you, you know, there's nothing really I can do to make it white. Thanks, Victoria and Kristen. This is the bathroom. It's got a cabinet under there, but there's not much space. It's all kinds of pipes and stuff in there, and it's so weird. It opens like that. So I'm going to put my toilet paper and other junk in there. You're so funny, Fernando. This I still have to work on. This is the bathroom mirror. I couldn't get it off, so I just painted it, and I got to scrape with a razor all the paint around it. This is the shower. I'll step back a little bit. Which has my garbage can, my step stool, and my broom in it right now. Probably going to be where I'm going to put my laundry thing. I do have a tapestry that I have to, it's too long, and I'm going to put a pole up there. See that right there? Just to kind of hide it so you're not just looking at that, you know, every time you come in here. But maybe you can see the floor a little bit. It's very pretty. Oh, it looks, there we go. Okay, Kristen, thanks for coming in. I'm not going to be on much longer. I just want to do a quick thing here. Yeah, so was a solid wood. This is the refrigerator and freezer. It was a solid wood oak, and it's got my sister-in-law. I was too chicken to do it, and she's really good at taping. She put the magnetic paint over the oak wood front, and then put 2 coats, excuse me, of this raspberry color on it. So those are magnets. And so this is all cleaned out. My brother put plexiglass up here because it was missing like a rack. These are from Dollar Tree. And these racks here are all rusted, so I had to wire brush them and paint them. Excuse me. My throat is really dry. Let me take a quick sip here. This is one thing that we got. This will tell you your indoor humidity and your temperature. It's really important to keep an eye on your humidity for your camper. Ideally, it should be between 40 and 50%. If it gets too high, you can get condensation in your camper. It leads to problems with mildew, mold, things like that. This is a pull-out sofa. It was blue like these cushions here, and my sister-in-law found this really awesome cover. It's stretchy, it's got elastic on it, and it's got it had like a flip board here, which looked awful, so I'm just going to put storage things under there. I have a mini vacuum cleaner, I got a battery jumper thing under there, some outdoor stuff like that. So this flips out. This is where I'm going to be sleeping, because that up there is pretty big. It's like a full-size bed, almost queen up there. I put that blanket over there to protect the cushions. My brother washed the cushions and for me. These are curtains that I made. They're energy efficient panels, kind of help to keep the cold or the heat. Everything comes through the windows. They were 84 inches long, and I had to cut them and hem them, and I have them kind of tucked there. I made them a little bit longer so that when I'm sleeping at the bed, it kind of covers it so I'm not getting a lot of drafts in there. So my brother put up those curtain rods for me. This right here used to have a stereo speaker in it, but it wasn't connected to anything. So it was just like the front panel of it, so I took it off. And what I'm going to do, I'll show you this. Hold on. Don't get too dizzy here. I found these. This is all my stuff at Dollar Tree. These picture frames. See? Like this. And I'm going to put pictures in there. And it fits perfectly over the hole. See? So there's one on here on this side, and there's one on that side that I'm going to put pictures. This was a perfect spot. Let me turn on some lights in here. This is a perfect spot for the clock that I had from my other trailer. This, you see the cork board we put in there, for some reason it had that 90s mirror like in it with the etching of gold all around it. It was butt ugly. So I'm like, no, that's got to go. We got to think of something to do in there. So my brother thought of, why don't we put cork board? No, I think it was my sister-in-law said, why don't we put cork board in there? So my brother put 2 layers of cork board over another panel of board onto it. So now I can put pictures or whatever and see and pin it on there. And these flip up. They got the arms. And then I got these, this idea from this other lady. She used puck lights inside of her cabinets. So I found them at Dollar Tree. Hello. So you can go like this, and it gives off lots of light so you can see what's in your cabinet. And then these flip up. Same thing, I got a puck light hiding in there. This is the wardrobe. So that's where I'm going to be hanging my clothes. So that's all I can take as far as hanging clothes. This was left over. This was in the camper. They had all kinds of bedding and everything I had to get rid of. But I kept this because I'm like, I can use that to like wash clothes and hang things up, you know, to drip dry. This has got a bunch of junk in it. My toolbox, bag, or whatever, and things. So I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put everything. Under here, originally, I'm like, oh, I'll get rid of the dinette. I don't want the dinette. I don't want the table. That'll give me more room. And I was going to make like a desk going across, like with a folding table thing for like a desk, right? But underneath this one is the water tank that holds the water, you know, that you fill up from the outside. And then this one is got the furnace in it. So I can't remove it. And then we couldn't get this little piece of, that was the carpet that was left over. You see all the molding my brother did all around the vinyl floor that he put on? It just really finishes off. On the sides here, this was blue, like velvet fabric. And I'm like, you're funny, Linda. Yeah, there's this camping place where it's like a nude beach campers thing that I saw, and that's why Linda's saying that. But I painted over this fabric on the side, and we took off these ugly little things that were up here and covers, and we put wood. This had those cornices across the top, I'm sorry, that you see on the windows, you know, on some of the campers. Took all of them off, and it just kind of opened everything up. Let me turn on some lights in here. This is a double rod, so I'm working on my shears because like I want to have like 2 layers that I can pull these back like this, and then it has a rod here for the shears, and those are a pain in the butt to cut and sew because it's such thin material. But I can tell just by putting these curtains up here that it's helped a lot. This is the ladder that you used. You put this wood here so that I can get up there. This is all going to be storage stuff. Blankets and all kinds of things up here. Now, when my grandkids want to camp with me, they can go sleep up here. But there's no way with my back and stuff I could be crawling up here and down every night, you know. So that's why I'm going to sleep here. This front cab area. Oh, you like my steering wheel cover? That's from the Dollar Tree. I got this cushion online, not from Amazon. And it's got memory foam in it because the seat here was sitting so low. It was hard to see over the front. And I'm going to put reflectix and put them in the windows and put the silver windshield cover on there to kind of, you can feel just the cold air coming through the windows. What we did discover just recently, that this passenger seat here, I'm trying to get over this space heater, there we go, it swivels. So you can swivel it, and I can work on my laptop, and it's got the armrest thing right there, and then I can put my feet up on the cushion on the driver's side. It was perfect and comfy. And then there's only one drink holder right there. Oh, and for a stereo, it's got cassettes. Now, I had like a whole box of cassettes, music, you know, and I got rid of them. And then now here's a cassette thing. But usually now, I don't listen to music too much because I'm always listening to podcasts while I'm driving. I don't know if anyone else does that. I follow a lot of camping podcasts as well as Merch by Amazon podcast, Etsy podcast. So between that and my GPS, I really don't listen too much. It makes the time go by so much faster though when you're driving. Right now, oh, let me show you this. This lady on one of the RV groups was talking about, see my Paisley thing? It's called Hot Logic Mini. And I got it hooked up right now to the DC plugs. It's plugged into the cigarette lighter. Oh, that's a good idea, Linda. I always have to be drinking something. I have terribly dry mouth. I have to constantly be drinking. Yeah. So with this here, you can put like lean cuisines in it or a Pyrex dish with leftovers or whatever, and you don't have to worry about it overheating. So right now I put in some, I don't know, lean cuisine, meatloaf and potato thing in there, and it's cooking. It cooks and it warms up leftovers. And it's like the best thing since sliced bread. I just love it. I just got it last night. So this morning when I let out the dogs, out of the freezer, I took one of my little meals, put it in there, and now I can smell it. You don't even have to take the cover off or anything. You just put the box in there. And within a couple of hours, it's cooking. So like in the morning or at night, I can put something in for breakfast. And then when I'm driving, then, I can put something in there for lunch or whatever. And I don't eat that much at one time because of my gastric bypass surgery. So whenever I eat out or something, I always have like half of it to eat later. So I'm going to save a lot of money, and it's going to be so convenient. So I can like have one meal for my dinner, the next day have the other half for my lunch, things like that. And I don't have to use the microwave, fire up the generator for it, and stuff like that by having it. It's called Hot Logic. You should look it up. They have bigger sizes. They have family size, tailgater size, whatever. They have a Facebook page with all kinds of recipes. So it's like so awesome, especially people who travel. My brother's a truck driver on the road. He's thinking about getting one too, So this is just like the pre-decorating and getting all my stuff in video. I did find this on Black Friday. I was at Michael's looking for something else, and it's like a furry pillow. It's so soft. And I have other pillows that are in storage I'm going to bring out. So now it's like finishing the curtains. I'm going to be working on the set of curtains for this window here later today. Cutting and sewing and putting them up, and then just start getting everything in here. My brother went ahead and got one of these runners because it's so muddy and wet and things like that, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the dog beds, because now my bigger dog Levi has been wanting to sleep in my little dog's dog bed, and he doesn't sleep on the bed. He always sleeps on the floor, and there's no carpet, right? And the floor is kind of cold, so I got him a dog bed, but of course he's bigger, so the dog bed's bigger. So I might put like a rug underneath it so the coldness from the floor doesn't come through the bottom of the bed. This I thought would be a good area in front of here to put their food bowl and water bowl, and then I have a rug that I'm going to put there that's cushy, that they can lay on, and then this area here. So right now the whole thing, we have this beautiful floor, but we have it all covered with rugs right now. I'm thinking about getting like a Swiffer not the jet one like I used to have at the house, but one with the little wet rags, things that you put on the bottom, so I can keep this clean. So it's going to be a lot less stuff to clean, that's for sure. But so there's that. I have one Christmas decoration. I did get kind of sad when I saw my sister-in-law and my brother decorating for Christmas and people putting up and seeing the trees and everything, because I really enjoy decorating my house, the outside and inside. I went all kind of out for that. So I was kind of missing that part of it. So when I went to one of the craft stores, I found this cool looking snowy fox that I'm going to hang up in front of the mirror. And I did find one little Christmas thing at Dollar Tree yesterday. It says, "All is calm, all is bright." And I thought that, that's small enough that I can hang somewhere. I have some inspirational quote things that I got from TJ Maxx that I'm going to hang in the bathroom, or I might hang it right here. This is a good spot. I also have to have a spot for my dry erase board where I keep track of calendar things and stuff like that. So this is it. It's my brother, as far as the name, he's calling it the Blue Turd. But that's not going to be the permanent name, I can tell you. I'm going to turn these off right here. I tried to get LED lights ordered, but they weren't fitting the spot from Amazon. I got to return them. So these are the old-fashioned lights. So they take a lot more power off of my battery. I have two batteries under the hood. I have one, of course, that's for the vehicle itself. And then they have the other one, which some people call coach or a house battery. So that's what's going to run. Oh, that's funny, Linda. Yeah, I've seen those, but I've seen it when I was in Atlanta area. All the time people would put like a wreath on the front grill. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yeah, because I got that front grill thing on there. That would be a perfect spot to wire like a wreath or something to it. I used to make wreaths and bows and stuff like that for our house and for other people. I had to get rid of all my wreath supplies. I had enough Christmas stuff probably for 3 trees from over the years. When you got 30 years of stuff to get rid of and go through and have to get it down to where it's all going to fit here, you have to really rethink things. It's got to have a purpose. It's got to have a place. You can't just have knickknacks and stuff that's going to break. Everything has, like all the pictures, you can't just hang it up with a nail. You got to have something to hold it up at the bottom. Because I guess they were saying that when you're traveling, like in a trailer or in a camper, it's like some kind of earthquake level or whatever. Thank you, Fernando. I just want to do something quick because I've been taking pictures along the way, but I just haven't had time. I wanted to do like a collage, like before and after thing, but I'll get to it. I got my laptop. Been saving a year and a half for that laptop, and I wouldn't touch the money for that laptop. And Lorene, thank you, Lorene, helped me find the perfect laptop for me. It's a gamer's laptop. It's Dell. I've never had a Dell product. I've always had HP. But it's going to be perfect for our type of work, right? It's going to have an SSD drive and things like that, so I can keep graphics on one and use the other one. So it's going to be quick. And it's 17-inch. And it didn't come with like a CD drive. You know how they have that on the side of your laptop? So I had to buy one separate because I do have some old software that's on a CD-ROM. And also, if I want to watch a movie, like a DVD movie, I can do that. And so I've been working on trying to get all my stuff from my desktop over to my laptop, which is what I do all night long, and of course uploading to merch and Etsy and all kinds of other stuff too. So I was up until 5 in the morning, got up at 9, those kind of days, and tried to work on camper stuff and getting everything on the laptop. But that laptop has a beautiful screen, and it's a lot bigger than I'm used to, like for a laptop. Back in the day, I used to have one before it broke and everything. I think it was a 15-inch. But I have a 26-inch monitor and for my desktop, and I thought going down to a 15 was going to be such a drastic difference for me and hard to see because, you know, I have progressive lenses and stuff, and I'm like, this is, you know, and not having the mouse, but I am bringing my wireless mouse with me because I can't work on a laptop without a mouse. But, oh, this has a cabinet under there. There's not much room. There is one of those, like, firewood starter things under there, like if you're going to have a bonfire. But, so, I'm going to go, everybody. Thank you for joining. I'll do another live once I have everything in here and decorated before I hit the road. I'm going to be doing a lot of lives and YouTube videos once I get on the road with my dogs and my travels and things like that. I have a YouTube channel called 3C on the Road that mostly at this point has my chicken videos on it when I was raising chickens. But I'm going to be adding a lot of travel stuff to it, so I'm excited. I'm going to be heading to Jacksonville for Christmas, staying about a week there or so. That's where my daughter is. So I'm going to be visiting with her for a little bit, and I'm just going to mosey around through the Southwest. So I'll go and get on I-10 from Jacksonville and go straight across all the way to Arizona. And if I have enough gas money, I'm going to see my friend in California, Sharon. She's also my merch buddy that we've been friends with since Joe Clay had a contest on there and we had to get into teams, so that's a blessing. Hopefully the December sales, the money coming at the end of the January is going to help me have enough gas. Oh yeah, Linda, once you get healed, hon, from your ankle and foot injury, I'm heading there. I think I'm going to come there like in May. I have to come back to the doctor the end of April here in Cincinnati, and then I have to have a CAT scan in May and see the neurosurgeon, because one of the things after I had my mini stroke, like 10 days after I got here, I got here July 28th, and I had it August 10th or August 11th. I can't remember, is when I had the stroke. So when they did all the tests and everything, you know, ultrasounds and CAT scan and all of that, they found that I had an aneurysm, a brain aneurysm. So that's why I haven't left sooner than this time. I had planned to be out in like beginning of October, but I had to stay with a lot of doctor's appointments and stuff like that. Thank God I found a clinic, Good Samaritan Clinic here in Cincinnati. It's run by all volunteers, the doctors, the staff, and everything. And I was fortunate enough to qualify for their program. So I've been getting all these doctor visits and tests and everything since I've been in the hospital through them at no cost to me. And they're the most wonderful people. And I'm just so blessed and fortunate that I found that place to help me with this. Um, oh, it's okay, Victoria, because you know what? I have this like time bomb in my head kind of thing, but it's made me appreciate every day when I wake up. I just say, thank God I'm alive. I always look at the dogs. I'm like, Mommy's alive. It's a good day. It's a great day. And it just makes you rethink even more, how being alive and being is so precious. Every day is so precious. And so things that people worry about or do or anything, I'm just like, that's nothing. Just be grateful and thankful that you're here. Yes, you can make plans and stuff, but time is something you can't get back. Yes, Linda, take care of myself. I was on like a mental journey with all of this that I decided that I'm not going to live my life the way I was living it anymore. I like to travel. I wanted to travel. And so it's been 2 years. It was October 2016 that I made up my mind. What can I do as a job? Because I also have fibromyalgia on top of it. So what can I do as a job, make some income where I can live in an RV and travel and be a digital nomad? What can I do online? I had started Amazon FBA January 2017, and I was going around and buying used books from Goodwill and flea markets or whatever, and cleaning them up and sending them in and boxing them. And these boxes were like 50 pounds. Well, with my back injury, there's the other thing. I have a titanium rod and cage in my lower back, and I'm not supposed to lift more than 10 pounds. So I had to get like a dolly just to go to the UPS store. And I'm like, where am I going to keep all these books and try to do this? Some people do it, on the road. There's a whole group for that, that do books on the road and live in their RVs and do the books. But they have a much bigger rig than I do. They have big fifth wheels and stuff like that. I just don't have the space for that. And I didn't want to be driving something huge. I've never driven a camper before. I've only been in a camper one time, and that was when we went Mount Rainier in 1984, when I went to visit my brother who was stationed in Tacoma in the Army, and his friend had a camper. It was a Class C, but much bigger than this one. And we went to Mount Rainier. That's the only time I've ever been in an RV. So I do have a fear, not of driving the camper, but I can get a panic attack really bad about going on bridges, certain bridges, the ones way up in the sky and that are really long and there's nothing on each side but water or whatever. They freak me out. And also when you're going on exit ramps or entry ramps on interstates that are like high in the sky, one lane, and they curve and everything, those freak me out. So that's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about driving the camper because, I've pulled a trailer with my Trailblazer, which is in the garage right now, many times back and forth between my father's house in Tennessee to Georgia. So it's not the driving part. I try to find routes that doesn't take me over certain bridges or high in the sky ramps, but I'm going to try to get over that fear and face it. So that's going to be one of my goals on this trip. But okay, everybody, I'm going to let you go. It's kind of cold out here. The high is only going to be 32 today, but at least it's sunny instead of, gray skies. So I'm thankful for that. It just really lifts my spirit more when it's sunny out. It's always sunny in Georgia, like 99% of the time, even if it gets a cold spell or something. So I really miss that. I can't wait to get to Florida. And and see my daughter, and I might just mosey around Florida a little bit. I know Amy Nicholas lives in St. Petersburg. I thought maybe we can do a meetup. She's over towards the Tampa area of some of the fellow merchers, do some get-togethers, things like that. I really look forward to meeting everybody along the way. I know Fernando's in Houston, Amy Springer's in San Antonio. I have some other fellow mercher friends that live in Colorado and New Mexico. I probably won't be able to go to the Colorado one in the wintertime. But, so if anyone lives in Arizona, that would be nice. I do plan on going to Joshua Tree. That's one of the things on my bucket list. Joshua Tree National Park. It's in California. It's kind of right over the border of southwest Arizona. And it's too hot to visit in the summertime. It gets like, over 100 degrees very regularly. So you can really only visit comfortably in the wintertime. So I want to hit Joshua Tree, and then Matt Sheeran and RJ Martinez are planning on, a meetup type of thing at the end of February in San Diego. So I kind of want to hang around that area and go to that. If you're here, RJ, I know Matt's busy right now because they've had so much water in California, and he's got his pool business, so he couldn't join right now. But I appreciate everybody coming. If you could like my page, 3C on the Road, and go over to YouTube and subscribe, even though there's nothing really there right now, I would appreciate it. My battery's about to go out on my phone. But I love you all. I appreciate all your support. It's really helped me along the way to actually do it, follow my dreams and actually do it. You've encouraged me when I felt like I wanted to give up and just be easier to stay where I was and stuff like that. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.